Hi there, stampers and crafters. My name is Tami White from stampwithtami.com, and welcome to my online class. Actually, today I'm going to be sharing some brand new papers that Stampin' Up! Just came out with, and they are luscious. You're going to love them. So I'm going to be sharing the papers with you, and then I'm going to share how to make this pop-up ornament with the papers. It's super, super cool. Let me just bounce down on the table and show it to you so you get an idea. So this one I stamped. The rest of them I'm going to share I made with the Designer Series paper. I made this one with Stampin' Up! Sparkling Snowflakes. So all you do is pull the little bead and boop! You got a super fun, super easy pop-up ornament tag. You can use these on gifts. They look really cool. You can use them on your tree. You can use them on both. They're just kind of a fun little addition that you can add onto your gifts, or you can use them plain. They don't actually have to go on gifts. This one I stamped for you, Winter Greetings on from this stamp set. But they are super fun to play with in addition to being super cool, right? So all you gotta do is move that little bead and it will pop open, boom, and then pop closed. So super easy. I know they look like they're gonna be really hard, but they're not. They're super easy. Bear with me. I'm gonna share how to do that at the end of the episode, but first let me share with you a couple things. And first is that the DSP that I'm gonna be sharing with you today is from a brand new special release that Stampin' Up! Just had yesterday. Well, when I'm filming this, it was as of yesterday. And they released 5 new papers. And I'm going to share the paper packs with you. I just got them. And then I'm going to share how you can make these cool ornaments. And in addition to that, our mini catalog, I know this says pre-order, forgive me. It's no longer a pre-order. It is now available in my online store. You can get products in the mini catalog. The first one I'm going to share with you actually is from the mini catalog, and all the rest are going to be from the new product release. So the first one I'm going to share with you is the Walk in the Forest Designer Series paper. And this one's Crafting for a Cause, Stampin' Up's Making a Difference product in the beginning of the holiday mini catalog. And with every pack that's purchased, $3 is being donated to support organizations, and there are different organizations around the world that they're donating to spread cheer and provide support for those in need during the holiday season. So, it just adds a little special something to when you purchase it, to know that something special is happening with it. So Walk in the Forest is the name of the Designer Series paper. And it's really cute. We also have a bear punch that just came out, and the bear punch matches that sheet of designer paper. I'm going to have to back out just a hair so you guys can see a little bit more. There we go. Okay. So this one, it's good for holidays, but it also can be used for other occasions, right? So we've got some holly berries, and then we've got some fur. This is good for winter. Actually, most of these are winter themed. But the polka dots, although they could be snowflakes, they could really go for a lot of different things. We've got some more bears, and we've got some stripes that could go for anything. We've got trees, then we've got snowflakes and a different tree pattern here, and some more stripes. So that's this pack of paper is called A Walk in the Forest, and this is the Crafting for a Cause Designer Series paper. And I did 2 pop-up ornaments with this paper. So the first one here, I used the holly berry paper. I got how quick and easy that goes together. And so it's double-sided, right? So the inside view here is the back. You get to use both sides of double-sided paper. And it's so easy when you do it with Designer Series paper. It just really fun. So that's the first one. And the second one I did with the snowflakes. So all I got to do is take this bead, pop it up, and spread that, and then just pop the bead down again, and whoops, went a little bit too far with that one. There we go. And then we've got our ornament. So those 2 came from A Walk in the Forest Designer Series paper. I'm going to give you all the information on these in just a minute, and I am broadcasting live, so welcome aboard all of you who may be popping on. Thank you so much for joining me, and be sure to drop a comment. I'm giving away one of the brand new card kits, and I'm sorry the slide is missing. My apologies on that. Let me see if I can fix that. It was the brand new one that came out yesterday, and let's see if I can find it. Sorry. There we go. Let's see. And there. No, not it. Not it, but maybe I can find it. Anyways, the one that just came out yesterday is a Christmas set. And it's a Christmas card kit, so it will be on my blog as well. When you go to the resource page, which is going to have the PDF for these ornaments, so you're going to want to go there anyways. I'm drawing a blank on the name. I might think of it halfway through, but drop a comment. I will enter you into the drawing, and if you share this broadcast and share the love, I will enter you a second time, because we love when you share the love. Okay, so that's the Walk in the Forest Designer Series paper, and all these papers that I'm sharing are available in my online store. So you can go to stampwithtami.com, or you can click the link in this video's description. And when you click the link in this video's description, it will bring you directly to this project's page. So the snowflake page, and I'll have all the information on these papers there as well. So the first one from the brand new online exclusives that just dropped yesterday is called Delightfully Floral. So this one isn't holiday themed, as you can see. It's delightfully floral, as the name suggests. It's a really pretty print, and it's almost like a watercolory feel to it. That's gorgeous. This is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. Love it. I'm a pretty peacock. And so we've got different florals, and then we've got some washes. And the paper is awesome. The prints and the colors in it are nice. It's 12 by 12. And that's the first one that I have to share. I created another pop-up ornament using this paper. Using this pack of paper here. I used the florals on it there. Now, one thing I did a little fun here, and I'll show you the end caps when we make them. I changed my end caps. I changed the designer paper on the end cap here to be a different print than what I used on the rest of it. So it's just a fun little added touch that you can do there with your pop-up ornaments. Oh my gosh, you're gonna have so much fun using those this season. So next up, we've got, this is gold and silver adhesive-backed glimmer paper. So that means, right, there's one of each sheet here. It's gold, it's silver, and it's sticky backed. So you don't need an adhesive sheet. You can just cut off, die cut, whatever you want to do with it, and peel so easy, right? I love adhesive sheets anyways, because they make life easy. But this, even easier, because it's already sticky. So you just peel that backing off, and boop, it's sticky. You can die cut and do all with it. So that's silver and gold. I did not make a pop-up ornament for silver and gold because it's, you know, only one-sided, and it's cardstock, because obviously the other side is sticky, right? Next up, we've got Traditions of St. Nick. And this one, the artwork in this one is fabulous. I love it. I love it, right? We've got the old-fashioned St. Nick and different scenes going on here with him. Perfect for the holidays. And they were also, you know, you can use them for other occasions. We've got some fun little treats. We've got some fun drinks, a gingerbread man, candy cans, candy, cookies. And then we've got and I know I'm saying this wrong, but is it damask? I don't know what that print is called, so shout it out. I know you guys know. So there's some more artwork on this one, and then there's some prints on the other side here. I think that's more of a brocade. I love it. This one is like, to me, it's like old-fashioned and very, you know, the colors are very classic in it. I love this one with the pebbled path pattern. And then we've got the stockinged with the print on the back. So I made a pop-up ornament with this one, and I used the stocking pattern, and I used this is the new cream and black gingham ribbon. So they're fun to play with, right? Because they just fold up super easy, and all you got to do is pop that bead, right? The bead is where the magic is. All you got to do is pop it, and boom, the whole thing opens. Ta-da! It's like a little fan there, and then the same thing closes it. All right, that one is Traditions of St. Nick. Next up, you're gonna love this one. Not that you don't love them all, but this one is a wow. This is Tartan foil. Hey, you know what? They're all awesome. But I want to hear from you guys what you guys love the most, because that's, you know, a lot of times I take what you guys like the most and start using them in projects so you guys can see it used. This is different than most of the regular specialty paper that we've had before. It's got a little sheen on it. So it looks like foil, but it's slightly different than foil. And the whole thing, and I don't know if the lights show this, the whole thing's shiny and got a little sheen on it. That's kind of cool. Excuse me. So we've got several different colors of the patterns are the patterns are all the same on one side and the other. They're just different colors, right? So this one was you know what? I'm gonna have to look at the back to tell you what the colors are. Get a little peek. Okay, so Copper Clay, Lost Lagoon, and Pebbled Path. So Copper Clay, Lost Lagoon, and Pebbled Path. These are all these three colors are new in colors, and you can tell, you know, these are going to be great for many different uses. So it's great. It's great paper, and I love the specialty part of it. It's different than what we normally had, and I have made a pop-up ornament with this one. I used the Lost Lagoon. Sorry, Lost Lagoon isn't a new in color. The other two are, right? Is Copper Clay a new one? Okay, anyways, they're all new, and this one's returning into our color family this year. Oh my goodness. I thought I could get away with not opening that all the way, but you really do need to open it all the way or it doesn't. There we go. I wanted you guys to kind of see it pop because it's hanging down. So pretty, right? So pretty. And then closed, and then let's try to do it right this time. Let's open it wide, boom, and then close. There we go. Now we're talking. Now we're talking fun. How cool is that going to look on your tree? Or on a package, when you package it with somebody, give it a little tag. You can even put a little to and from on it. Very cool. So that is the new Tartan foil. And these are all available in the online exclusive section of my online store. All these papers that I'm sharing now. They're all brand new, just dropped yesterday, and they're all while supplies last. So, and we all know what that means. They can sell out, and they can sell out fast. So this last one is the Shining Christmas Designer Series paper. And this one's shiny on one side. It's got that luster feel to it too, and the foil in it. These trees, and I don't know how well you can see, they've got like foil stars on them. And then we've got packages, stripes, love it. And then this one, Argyle, is this Argyle? It's fun to say. And then we've got some hollyberry, and then on the back side we've got patterns too, so it's gonna be hard to choose sometimes. This one's tiny little candy canes. And that one is the Shining Christmas. So those are the new papers. Oh, but wait. I did put together an ornament. There, I have two of these, just so I can share the popped up version and the folded version together, right? They fold pretty flat. If you wanted to mail it though, I mean, obviously you'd probably mail it with something else, so it'd probably be in a box, but you would, if you were mailing this alone, you would want to use maybe bubble wrap. But so fun, so cool, and I love the specialty paper look on this. Okay, so you want to see how to make it? Of course you do. Of course you do. But first, real quick, a reminder that the free PDF can be found on my blog at stampwithtami.com. And all you need to really do is click on the link in this video's description. But if you're watching this later on and you're watching the replay, and this isn't in my most recent posts, click on the videos tab and you'll find all of my free video classes listed there as well. And also, please be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of these fun classes. It means a lot. I love to see you guys. I love to be able to stamp with you guys and have a lot of fun. So with that, we're going to get started. I am using that last one, the Shining Christmas Designer Series paper that I just shared with you. I'm going to use Argyle. You're going to want to cut 3 3x3 squares. I'm sorry, 5 3x3 squares. Numbers are not my friend today. And 2 1.5 by 1.5 squares. I mean, that's pretty easy, right? 5 3x3, 2 1.5 by 1.5. All right, so for the 3x3s, we're going to score those, and I'll bring it in a little bit closer here so you can see a little bit better. If you're new to scoring, I've got the Stampin' Up! Trimmer out here. This also is available in my online store. I'm gonna put it into 1.5, which is half of, right? It's 3 by 3, so 1.5 is half. And then I'm just gonna turn it. So I'm gonna do that 1.5 score line on both sides. So that, and I'm just doing a quickie burnish. I'm not really burnishing, I'm just folding. So that gives us, you know, like the plus sign in the middle. And then I'm going to do 1 diagonal. Now, if your pattern isn't random, like this one isn't, like stripes, for example, or the Argyle, when you do the rest of them, so you're going to want to do that to all of them. When you do the rest of them, you're going to want to do that diagonal and the same direction of the pattern. So, for example, this one I started up in this corner. I'm going to want to do all of them in the same way, and that way they'll look better. I mean, you don't have to do it that way, but I think it looks better. So you're going to want to do that to all 5 of them. And then through the magic of video, ta-da! I've got them all ready for us. And this is, oh my gosh, seriously, when you guys see how easy this is, you're going to be like, wow, I can do that. And you can. You can do this. You can do this. The only adhesive you really need here is tear tape or Seal Plus, a heavier one than the regular seal that I use. So we're going to take, see those 2 score lines, the diagonal score line right here? We're going to pinch those in to create a smaller square. Okay, so it looks like that on the inside, right? We're going to do that with all of them. I've pre-burnished these just so I could move the video along. I know you guys, if I sat there and burnished all of them, you'd be like, okay, unless I'm telling you a really funny story. You want to hear a funny story? Yes, we want to hear funny stories. I don't have one. I'm no fun. But I do have fun papers to play with today, so there's that. Okay, we'll go with that one. All right, so they're automatically going to kind of line up because I did the diagonal score with the patterns facing the same way. So once I have them all in that little fold right there, I'm going to take, and it doesn't matter what side you start on, and put some of that strong adhesive, in my case I'm using Seal Plus, on the top of one of them, and then we're just going to stack them. We're going to do exactly the same for all of them, and just make sure they're all facing the same direction. So we got 5 little squares scored in half and a diagonal and stacked. I think you guys can do this, right? You can totally do this. Are you ready for this? This is where the fun part starts. Okay, so we've got our little square and ba-boom. Right? I haven't even done it with this one yet. This is my first Argyle one. Love it. Okay, so for the end parts, well, that's where the 2 1.5 by 1.5 come in, right? Because when we scored that 3 by 3.5, it turned into 1.5 by 1.5 square. So we're also going to want 2 pieces of ribbon. I cut the ribbons 12 inches. You can do shorter, you can do longer, you can do whatever your little heart desires. I'm using the new silver edged, and that one's also in my online store. So I'm putting, again, a little bit more adhesive on the front of this, and then I'm going to take that ribbon, boom, go right on the diagonal there, so that that point, see that point, so the ribbon's like evenly over that point. And then I'm adding a little bit more adhesive over the ribbon and covering it with the end cap. Now you can make your end cap matching, you can put words on your end cap, you can do different designer paper like I shared with the floral pattern. So you can do lots of different things with the end cap, and this one I'm just doing for video's sake, I'm just doing a simple one. But if you guys make a lot of these, and I know these make great gift tags, they make great tags for, you know, when you're giving away a bunch of little things for the class, for the office, for the teachers, for the boss, whatever, you know, you're making a bunch in bulk, you know, you might want to do something a little more personalized. Be sure to share it on my Facebook page on my Saturday shares. And this is done. Now the magical piece here to this is the bead, right? So I got these beads at Michael's. I just picked a sack that I thought kind of went with everything, because this particular one has like, it's almost a peacocky color, and then we've got like a clay color, and there's silver, there's gold, there's white. So I felt like these went with, just about everything. I use the same beads with everything. I have a link for these for both on that PDF, and there's also a link for them on Amazon on the project page. So if you guys are interested in these exact beads, you can find them there. But any beads will do. You just need to make sure that the hole is, one, big enough to get ribbon through, because you are going to string some ribbon through it, and two, not too wide, because you want the ribbon to be tight. If it's loose, it doesn't work. It just pops open and it doesn't stay closed. So the trick here is to get this really, and I know some of you probably have a better trick. Throw it out there in the comments if you do, of threading this. But I just rolled that really tight, both of them together really tight, and then pull it through. And that's it. And then when I loosen, I'm going to close it. Right? So fun. So fun. So I'm going to circle back now. This one was the Shining Christmas Designer Series paper. I'm going to circle back and share the couple different ones that I did here. And this one was the Floral. The one that isn't holiday themed. Delightful Floral. So you can see on the ends, I used a different paper. So I got those flowers on the ends than here. But once it closes, you don't see that. And then the stamped version, and I'm going to give you a tip when you do a stamped version, as opposed to a designer series paper. I just used regular white paper for this one. And I do have the instructions on that PDF for this one. You want to either do a random design, like I did the snowflakes here on the inside. So one side it was the random snowflakes, and the other side was a bigger, was this snowflake right here. You want to make sure when you stamp your 5 panels, if you're doing a pattern that's symmetrical like this one, make sure that your pattern, your snowflake or whatever you're using, is right in the center of each of the 3x3s. I scored them first, and that's how I found it easier to find the center. And then when you open it, they'll line up. It only works with images that have the same, that are symmetrical all the way around. Aside from that, you're going to want random patterns. So that's a stamped one, and then here's the rest of them that I just shared. I'll bring them back. Do you guys love it? Do you love it? Make sure, I want to hear which of your new designer series papers are your favorite. These are in my online exclusives while they last. Special release just dropped yesterday. So you can head on over to stampwithtami.com, download that PDF, and pick up your favorite. And I will be back next week with some more classes. I'm glad that you love this. These will all be, photos will be on there as well. And I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for joining me today.